Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, a chance to check out stats for Cade Cunningham.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And for the Pistons, down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Thompson out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Smith outside. Brooks outside. Back to Green. Clock at 6. Off target with the 3. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Thompson in the post. Working on Green. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Harris.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Smith outside. Knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. Thompson with a screen. Blocked! They get it back. Goes back up. Here's Duren. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Pass to Brooks. Deflects the pass. Green with the ball. Şengün in the post, covered by Duren. Clock at 4. And Şengün gets it to go.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Harris on the wing. Over Smith. Harris misses.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Few players shoot it with as much arc as Van Vliet does. That thing brings rain when he shoots it.
For Detroit, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Duren with a screen on Green. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Şengün.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Brooks, the pass to Smith. Van Vliet against Thompson. To the paint. Here's Şengün. And it's Harris with the rebound. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Thompson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
On Tim Hardaway's best nights, Clark, he can light it up from the perimeter.
Yeah, he's got a great stroke and compose matchup problems when he's got it going. When that happens, it forces opponents to adjust their defensive posture. So he's extremely valuable when he gets it going, knocking down shots on the perimeter.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw misses. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or 2. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And the second free throw is good. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
And as we look at their rebounding numbers, they weren't great there. Just a top 20 team in the league. They need to be better this season.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, J.B. Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Not an easy shot for a young player, but Smith Jr. really smooth that time.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 5. Pass to Cunningham. And there's the drive. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Smith. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Harris. And the third pick in 2022. Jabari Smith Jr., he struggled at times in his rookie season. But Clark, he's making some major strides now.
You know, B.A., you've heard me and others say this, but every player runs their own race. Everybody's development journey is their own, to own and to run. Sometimes it just takes a little while longer for guys to adjust at this level. But I tell you one thing about that young man, the progress he made lets you know he's got what it takes to one day be an all-star in this league.
Reed's checked in for the Pistons. It's both from the stripe, and when you're going into the first game of a back-to-back, how do you prepare for that?
I think the key is to manage your practice going into a back-to-back. In other words, let's turn that down a bit, reduce the minutes on the floor, mental reps on the practice court as opposed to getting up and down a lot, because you're going to play hard in both games. So if you can get the tank on full heading into the 2 games back-to-back, that serves you well.
Here's Şengün following the score by Detroit. Back to VanVleet. Şengün, a screen on Thompson. Here's VanVleet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And how about the Fred VanVleet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions. But you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred VanVleet in a nutshell.
Now here's Duren. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
The Rockets lead by 5. Outside, Green. Pass to Smith. Puts up the 8-footer. No good there. The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. And it's stolen by VanVleet. Rebounded by the Pistons. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Ivy's checked in for Hardaway. Eason's checked in for Houston. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Rockets 4th.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
Pistons trail by 7. Thompson with it. He has 6. Duran with a screen on Eason. Here's Ivy. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Duran with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Van Vliet against Ivy. Pass to Reed. Tipped. Cunningham, right side. 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Reed, no good. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
They lost both games to this team last year. Don't know if anyone noticed, but both clubs were just so bad. They felt embarrassed.
You know, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past. Let it go. And they've got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Cunningham. And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Now here's Ivy. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Cunningham looking it over. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
You have to admire Cunningham's concentration in these spots, refusing to let the defense overwhelm him.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Cunningham, no good on the free throw. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Pistons trail by 4. Here's Thompson. No luck on that one. Eason with some nice D. Houston has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. From 12 feet, count it.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
The Pistons have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Ivy outside. Reed with it. He's against Smith. Thompson with a steal. And here's the fast break. Smith passes to Thompson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
5th in opponent field goal percentage, and they earned a place in the top 5 for fast break points. This squad really knew how to make the most of the open court and punish their opponents in transition.
And as you said, a great year for them on the glass. They battled down low. So for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Duran, and Fontecchio subbed in for Thompson. Ivy against Thompson. Stewart, the pass to Ivy. Here's Fontecchio, and it's rejected. Thompson in the post. Ivy defends. Offensive rebound. Smith. Here's Whitmore outside. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Pistons trail by 6. Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham. Stewart, left side. Şengün with a steal. And here comes the break. Here's Whitmore. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Be careless around Şengün at your own peril. He'll pick your pocket if you're not careful.
Here's Ivy. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. And for the Pistons, they're shooting the rock around 41% during the first quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Ivy. And rejected.
Look at how Şengün attacks the ball, doing all he can to reel it in.
Eason can't get it to go.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Hardaway's checked in for Detroit. Adams checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Whitmore. There's Cunningham with a 3. Fires in the triple. Cunningham's got 9.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Here's Smith. Here's Adams. And no good, trying to use the glass. Pistons trail by 7. Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on him in Thompson.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Whitmore's checked in for Smith. Both free throws good from Cunningham. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, BA, they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
And it's Detroit with the ball after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Stewart outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Ivy. And they pick up 2. Ivy's gotten his second bucket.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Pass to Whitmore. Uncovered. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Ivy passes to Stewart. Outside Hardaway. Over Van Vliet. And again, it's Detroit.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Fred Van Vliet has been on display for Houston. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 3. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Fred Van Vliet out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Steven Adams. Then there's Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 4. Now here's Stewart. He's scoreless. Reed no good. Now Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. Here's Adams. Outside Whitmore. Lets it go from deep. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Now here's Ivy. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Ivy's got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The Rockets lead by 4. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Dylan Brooks checked in for Whitmore. Here's Thompson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Reed. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
And he's good on the second.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Pistons trail by 5. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Cunningham against Eason. Takes one from 10 feet. Here's Reed. Goes up again. Oh, sweet move.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Brooks against Hardaway. Now here's Brooks. Tight defense on him. Van Vliet outside. There's the three. Count it. He's 4 for 8 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The Pistons have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Ivy. Cunningham against Eason. Fader on the way. That one off the back iron and out. Houston leading by 6. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Cunningham against Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Thompson.
A slight bump on that play. Brooks just kind of shrugs it off.
And the Pistons shooting at about 44% so far. Strong take by Cunningham.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Houston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Now here's Thompson, guarded by Reed. Here's Van Vliet. Misses in close. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Ivy. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
The first one falls.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
And the Pistons making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Thompson. And both free throws good for Ivy. And Houston has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound Detroit.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Now here's Ivy. 9 points for him in his last game. Shot clock at 6. Stewart outside. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Back to Ivy. Fires from deep. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Hot off the pass. Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. Let's go with a 3. Houston with another miss.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And you know, Clark, Fred Van Vliet gives you a number of things. Leadership might be the most important.
It is certainly one of his great attributes, B.A., when you look at Fred Van Vliet. Not very big, not super athletic, but a winner. Tough-minded, and highly skilled. Doesn't make mistakes with the ball. gets other people's shots, and has proven to be a clutch and consistent quarterback at really high level.
Now here's Reed. Here's Fontecchio. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. Houston leading by 4. Outside, Green. Green going at the D. Outside Eason from behind the arc. And Fontecchio pulls it down.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Cunningham. To the middle. Here's Klintman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Green for 3. No luck on that one. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 2. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Brooks outside with the drive. And Ivy pulls it down.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
He nails it, and we're tied. Ivy's got 13 now.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Here's Adams. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, what physicality from Adams down low. Brushing off the contact and getting the easy bucket.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Cunningham, a screen on Adams. Ivy with the ball. He's picked up by Eason. And the basket by Klintman.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Houston has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Outside Eason. Drains the triple. Eason's got his second basket.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Cunningham against Green. And here's Ivy from the arc. Eason pulls it in. Houston leading by 3. Van Vliet outside. Outside Eason. Van Vliet, the pass to Eason. Here's Brooks. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yep, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Houston making some changes. Alperin Şengün's checked in for Adams. And it's Thompson in for Van Vliet. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well, and he's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Şengün, no good. Pistons trail by 3. And here's Thompson. He's got 6. For 3, Hardaway nails it from 3. Hardaway's got 5 points.
With good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Outside Eason. Pass to Brooks. Here's Şengün. Shoots over Duren. And another miss by Houston. Thompson against Harris. To the inside. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Adams checked in for the Rockets. Whitmore comes in for Green. And Duren drops them both.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Thompson passes to Brooks. Adams with a screen on Hardaway. Three-pointer, Brooks. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Thompson against Thompson. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Duren the screen. And he lobs it up. Şengün with a steal. Here's the break. Here's Whitmore. Knocks it loose. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 5 points.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
That free throw no good.
And they're ahead, but doing themselves no favors at the line.
Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Van Vliet comes in for Thompson. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 4-point game. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Thompson, a screen on Smith. Out to Harris. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. An open look for Smith. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. He's got 11.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Van Vliet finds Adams. Cunningham against Smith. 5 to shoot. Adams. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And now an 8-point Rocket lead. Detroit has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Thompson, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now here's Şengün. 23 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. There's the drive, and Şengün throw it down.
Hey now, Şengün with something extra to finish off that drive.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Cunningham outside. Cade taking it in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jabari Smith. Now he shot well from the line tonight, going 4 of 5. That free throw good from Cunningham. He does not get the second one. And so it's Houston with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hey, folks, getting into that first half, Fred VanVleet doing all sorts of damage.
He came in on a mission. He's destroying people, even when they run 2 at him.
They could have run 5 at him, Shaq, and he'd still be knocking it down.
And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
Taking a look at Houston, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? That fast.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Pistons trail by 9. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cade Cunningham out there with Thompson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Duren, the screen. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham showing the D, no mercy.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Houston leading by 7. VanVleet outside. Green against Cunningham. Pass to Brooks. Launches it. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Brooks has got 14 points for the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Thompson. Now Harris. And here's Cunningham. Over Green. And it's Cunningham missing. Houston's shooting at about 44% so far. Tries it from 16. And again, it's Houston.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Green against Cunningham. Oh, Brooks with the steal. He's got a clear path. Three-pointer, VanVleet. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Down by 12. Pass to Harris. Now Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
VanVleet against Thompson. Outside, Green. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
He hits the second from the line.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 18. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Green, the pass to Şengün. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pistons trail by 8. Thompson goes in. Oh my! Throw it down!
Awesome. The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Here's Van Vliet. 13 points in the game. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. There's the 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
Pistons trail by 8. Duran with a screen on Brooks. Here's Hardaway. Here he goes. Count the basket. Hardaway's got 7. And the Rockets with possession here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Şengün. Smith outside. From downtown. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. 14 points for him.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
The Pistons have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Harris outside. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Houston leading by 7. Smith outside. Green against Cunningham. Şengün, a screen on Cunningham. Thompson with a steal. Here's Hardaway. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
For 3, Smith. Another 3 from Houston.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Pass to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Brooks. Here's Smith. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Yeah, a prolific scorer from all 3 levels. Smith showing off here tonight.
Pistons trail by 12. Here's Hardaway. Here's Duren. Uses the glass on the layup. Duren's got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Green. Smith right side. Cunningham against Green. Şengün a screen on Cunningham. 4 on the clock. Şengün no good. The Pistons have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 20 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Brooks, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Van Vliet. Good D by Duren. The Pistons have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, you got to give Hardaway Jr. credit, guys. I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to get to a spot and then make the defense compromise.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
First free throw is good.
Hardaway Jr. knows his role on this team, which is to provide scoring and leadership.
And some changes here for Detroit. Reed's checked in for Cade Cunningham, and Ivy subbed in for Thompson. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Van Vliet with it. 13 points in the game. Here's Şengün. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled.
You can almost see the hunger and focus in the eyes of Alperen Şengün. I mean, this guy completely locked in on doing as much as he can for his team when he's out there.
Ivy finds Hardaway. Back to Ivy. Duren against Şengün. Duren with the bucket. Duren's got 8.
They're almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow. Just wow.
Ivy against Van Vliet. It's Şengün, high post. The rebound by Detroit. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harris against Eason. Harris passes to Reed. Tries again. Harris has got room. Rebound by Van Vliet.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Duren. And here's Ivy. Over Van Vliet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
And Ivy has no fear when it comes to getting inside. He's got a strong frame and doesn't mind taking contact when he has to.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw good. Ivy. Beasley's checked in for Hardaway. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the shot's good. Reed's gotten his second bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Smith. 19 points in the game. Pass to Şengün. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Beasley. Takes the hit and scores inside. Green.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Pistons trail by 5. Ivy with the ball. Guarded by Van Vliet. Van Vliet against Ivy. Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivy. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
Houston leading by 3. Now Van Vliet. He's got 13. Over Ivy. And here's Green from the arc. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Ivy. 14 points for him. Pass to Duren. Clock at 6. The teardrop. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Now here's Van Vliet. Very solid offensive production, averaging 18 points a game. Şengün with it. He's against Reed. Şengün, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Beasley against Eason. Pass to Duren. Ivy, left side. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. Adams checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Green. The Rockets lead by 6. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Van Vliet against Stewart. No good. A bit long that time.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Yes, it's good. Harris has got 7 points.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Houston has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Thompson outside. Şengün, the screen. Thompson with it. Beasley covers. And Şengün gets it to go.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
1:07 left in the third quarter. Adams against Ivy. Harris left side. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
And the Rockets making a change here. Brooks is checked in. Okay, so Tobias Harris, 6'8", 225, a capable jump shooter. That sound familiar, Clark?
Yeah, it's got some of my same profile. I was about the same size when I played back in the ancient days of the early 80s. I see a few similarities. Solid, consistent, pretty mobile, can put it on the floor, can do a lot of good stuff. He came into the league so young, only 1 year in college, and he's had a long, productive, steady career, pro's pro. And that's high praise when you've done it for as long as Tobias has.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They held a 12-point lead earlier. For three. Here's Adams. Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for Houston, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be right back with you shortly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Tari Eason is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Thompson in at the point guard position. And it's Green missing. The Pistons trailing. Ivy with the ball. Checked by Brooks. Pass to Stewart. Eason with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Lets it go. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Detroit has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Ivy against Adams. Picked by Reed. Oh, nice shot by Ivy.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Green against Cunningham. And here's Adams. Thompson passes to Brooks from the arc. They get it again. Adams. Here's Eason. And the three-pointer goes. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
The Pistons shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Cunningham against Green. Now here's Cunningham. Defense is right there. Count it! And 1! He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's going to be on Tari Eason. The Rockets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Brooks outside. All alone. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Good shot that time by Brooks.
Pistons trail by 4. Here's Cunningham. Ivy outside. Six to shoot. Here's Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Green, the pass to Brooks. From deep. The rebound by Detroit. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Ivy against Thompson. Stewart outside to take the lead. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Brooks. Down low. Here's Adams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You want to stop Adams when he rolls, but honestly, Steven is such a force. Sometimes you can't stop him.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Cunningham against Green. Ivy outside. Stewart outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Fontecchio. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Thompson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And Detroit making a change here. Beasley's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Smith, he's checked in for Eason.
Find the lane. Find the lane.
Thompson, no good on the free throw.
The athletic ability of Amen Thompson is easily seen. The way he runs, he's fluid, and how physical he can get. Boy, that combination is potent.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 8-point game. Picked by Stewart. And it's Cunningham missing. Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Smith. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he can be.
So for the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Fontecchio. And it's Thompson in for Beasley. Alperin Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Van Vliet comes in for Green. Now here's Cunningham. To stop the run, pass to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, here's Harris. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Yep, that one goes. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jabari Smith. That free throw good from Cunningham. The Rockets lead by 8. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün from deep three-point range. Duren with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Şengün, a screen on Ivy. Here's Thompson. And the layup falls.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Cunningham with the ball. Thompson, a screen on Brooks. Here's the floater. Tips it up. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Poke loose. And now the Pistons in transition. Thompson's shot is off. Cunningham with the ball, guarded by Smith. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Harris on the wing. Pass to Duren. Back to Harris. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Smith. The kick out to Van Vliet. Now here's Brooks. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
And when Brooks is in a groove like this, he's going to continue to be a problem for you as long as he can. He likes to put salt in the wound.
Now here's Thompson. Cunningham finds Ivy. Thompson with it. Cunningham outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shot goes. Cunningham with the grit.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Hardaway's checked in for Ivy. And a change for the Rockets. Green is checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. Van Vliet against Thompson. Duren, the pass to Thompson. Outside Hardaway. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Smith penetrating. Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Jalen Green has some serious hops. Yes, he does.
Here's Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Thompson outside. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
He has been fantastic. Jabari Smith having a night. They've got to keep getting him looks.
Pistons trail by 10. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Green. Here's Cunningham. Soft touch off the glass. Cunningham's got 13 in the second half.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And Houston has possession, following the score by Detroit. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Şengün finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. Make him feel you.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Rebounded by Green. Houston leading by 10. Here's Brooks. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Duren.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The free throw dropped for Brooks.
And Brooks is this team's agitator and instigator. He wants to spark the group with his energy at both ends of the floor.
Cunningham on the wing, guarded by Van Vliet. Pass to Hardaway. Here's the three. Thompson. Great positioning on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Houston has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And here's Green from the arc. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it to the paint. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Houston in the lead. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Really good body control by Green. He's able to adjust off the contact and do so at a really high level.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. .151 left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Chalk up 2 there.
Such a shrewd player. Van Vliet knows how to support and complete the fast break.
Now Cunningham. And he makes the first. That one's no good.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Green for 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Hardaway, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Here's Cunningham. Pistons trail by 12. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
And Duren doesn't fear the contact. In fact, he welcomes it when he's trying to score.
The free throw drops for Duren. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Rockets.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Dillon Brooks.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
Now here's Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. A deep 3. That one doesn't drop. Thompson with some nice D. And here's Detroit. They trail by 11. Hardaway finds Cunningham. 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Dylan Brooks.